All right, everyone, welcome back into another props video. Gonna be touching on the top props on Thursday here, and we already have some pretty good ones, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. So looking at it right now, guys, we have one that we probably are going to be going out of our way to target right now. WNBA wise, we got Kelsey Plum for over 18.5 points at -142 with a no vig percent of 54.4% chance today. That's gonna be one that I want to roll with, and personally for me, this is kind of one of those game logs that I like to see where it's not 4 for 5 or 5 for 5 one way or the other. It's mixed and matched in there, no regression that is needed. And given the fact that she's projected to get 22.2, now typically speaking, I will say the WNBA projections that are being pulled in are going to be higher, okay? But I like the fact that we are getting over 55% chance for this one to hit. So really strong prop bet right off the start. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the discrepancy report, and then we'll begin into the MLB prop. So looking at this, guys, we have a couple of other good ones here as well. So we could go with an MMA prop for takedowns, okay? We can see a 0.5 difference here, and with that, this is a very big difference. Once that's small of a number, chances are, probably should be at 2. That's a very good number that we're getting there. If we want to go ahead and do that, use down PrizePicks, we certainly could. We can see League of Legends, we're getting a decent one there as well. So very good stuff there. We got basically 3 that I want to go in and target. I want to be targeting those ones that have, the 54% or higher there. And now let's go ahead and get into those MLB props. We're going to start out with the hitting fantasy score prop. All right, so looking at right now, we don't have that many. It is going to be a smaller slate for MLB today. We have one that we want to roll with, okay? Luis for over 6.5 for the PrizePicks line. We can see Vegas is actually really liking him today here. Vegas has the line set at 9.56, and then projection a little bit higher there as well. So very good line that we're getting there. Massive. I mean, this is pretty crazy here. I'm assuming that is like the home run under odds that we're pulling in there, or line that we're pulling in there is massively favoring the under, and that's kind of why we're getting that line. Regardless, we can see that the number that we're getting for him on PrizePicks is probably a little bit too low. And looking at it as well, we could potentially go with Spencer Strider here. Not a terrible one. I wish the projection data was also over the PrizePicks line as well, but Vegas is liking him a little bit more. Vegas is pretty much telling us that they think he's both going to get a quality start here, but also a win. You don't really get that line there without both of those two occurring. And then just real quickly, pulling in all the props that we have available today. I want to point out that college football, I did do a college football video there, guys. Make sure to be checking that out. Okay, head on over to my videos part of this channel that you guys are watching, and I did come out with season-long PrizePicks props. I love those. We got some big edges there. But also this college football one, I'm going to be testing that out, seeing how that goes. And what I've been doing is I've actually been using the Odds Jam optimizer, guys. And with that, I have partnered with them. And that's just to be able to offer kind of some more unique props that we can go ahead and potentially target on a day in which we might not have that many. Like I went through mine and we saw we have a few good ones, right? But maybe we want to find a little bit more. And so we can see right now, just looking at it, guys, tennis wise, we are getting some pretty darn good ones. Carlos here, break points 59% chance for the under to hit here. That's a very good line that we're getting. So once again, we could go with the MLB prop, the WNBA prop that we already saw, roll with those two. But then we also are seeing other good ones like Clark Schmidt, just outs recorded here. Could roll with that for the over 15.5. But then we go a little bit lower and we are getting bombarded with some really good tennis props there as well. So these are certainly ones we can go ahead and use as well. Guys, if you want access to my cheat sheet or the Odds Jam cheat sheet, links to those are both in the description below. For my cheat sheet, head over to 9to5sports.com. For the Odds Jam, there's a link in the description below. It's a partnership link. If you guys use my promo code 925, the number's 925, you get 25% off as well. So, take advantage of that. It's just another avenue for us to go to make the best bets possible we can. But, when I can, I'm going to be just telling you guys the best props, right? And then for what it's worth, just taking a quick peek at Underdog. Nothing too crazy. Really, the only one that we can see is potentially rolling with a college football prop here. That's really the only good one. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into the bet of the day. Just want to remind you guys to give a like and subscribe. The likes on these videos have been, I don't really ask for them, so they're not as high as other ones, but we keep doing really well. So just support the channel by doing that. I don't really ask much. So let's go ahead and get to the bet of the day. And so this is what I'm going to be looking at for the bet of the day. We have a very small number for the hitting fantasy score here. That seems to be probably the best one that we're getting. And then we're getting a good EV bet here for WNBA for Kelsey Plum. Highly favored to get the over odds wise, but also the projection data really likes her to get the over points as well. I don't typically like to attack WNBA props, really only when they really stand out like that. And then using the odds jam optimizer to pull in kind of a tennis prop. I do want to be attacking tennis. I enjoy following tennis. It's one of those sports where you can watch, during the day or follow along during the day. So I enjoy that as well. But 3 on the day, obviously on PrizePicks, we don't typically like to attack a 3 slip bet just because, we'd be better off doing it. I personally think, doing boom, boom, and then boom, boom, and then boom, boom. Just because it only pays you out 5x instead of like Underdog that pays out 6x for hitting a 6 slip bet. But that's going to be all for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the coverage. If you guys want access to the cheat sheet, remember 95sports.com. If you guys want access to the odds jam, link in the description below. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get all the best props when they come out. That's all I have for you guys today. Let's have a good slate. And as always, let's keep cashing.